The solution to the MAGA mess is not just to elect Democrats, because in Kansas City, Missouri, I wake up every single day and feel disappointed, uninspired, and frankly pissed off at our Democratic leadership. Because despite singing from the rooftops that they are anti-MAGA, if we look really closely, we realize that they're goons that are built from the same cloth.
Most Americans are about to see their electric bill go up because of Trump and the Republicans' big, beautiful bill. And here in Missouri, we're going to see the biggest increase in the country. And all of my representatives voted for it. Holly, Schmidt, and Wagner. And because of them, Missouri households are going to pay an average of $53 more a month just to keep the lights on. That's a 30% increase. And while that might not seem like very much to them because they're rich, to an average working person, it's going to be brutal. Think if you're a senior living on $1,500 a month Social Security, you just lost 4% of your income. Or if you're a working class person, stretched to the limit, this is going to break you. You might have to choose between groceries, gas, or keeping the lights on. And this just didn't happen. Republicans in D.C. and my representatives backed this plan to cut subsidies that help keep prices stable for their constituents. Not that those subsidies are gone, we're left picking up the tab. These politicians lied to us. They promised they were going to help the working people. They said they were going to lower costs. But really, all they did was help corporations squeeze us a little harder like we all knew they would. 30% higher bills every month. That's what we're going to pay. And the next time they come asking for your vote, please remember this and pick someone else.
Just like the first woman said that the cancer mess cannot be redeemed anymore. It's irredeemable. And that is what it is. Everybody is really complaining.
It's true, our electrical rates are going to go up, but we can and will take action. Here's what we're going to do. The organization that controls the electrical grid for much of the Northeast, PJM, has raised electricity rates by a factor of 7. PJM has stopped thousands of clean energy projects from putting electricity onto the grid. We need to speed that up, and we need to upgrade our grid so that we can get more projects onto the electrical grid and into our homes. That'll drive electrical rates down. Here's how we're going to lower costs. First, we're going to hold PJM accountable, get them to change their rules. We're going to modernize our grid, get advanced conductors into the grid so that we can have more electricity. We need to expand existing programs that gives money back to those who are our most vulnerable. And we want to make sure that as New Jersey becomes a hub for artificial intelligence, that we put oversight in place for the data centers that power them.
If your jaw also dropped to the floor after seeing your last utility bill, you're not alone. An article released last week by Inside Climate News revealed that, as of July, the average household price of electricity in the United States has risen by 9.5% this year, with Missouri taking the cake at a 38.3% increase comparatively, nearly 30% more than the national average. Let's talk about why that is and what you can do about it. In the article, the main reason cited for this huge discrepancy is a recent rate increase implemented by Ameren, Missouri. Ameren, who serves 1.3 million Missouri electric customers, was approved earlier this year for a $335 million rate increase, which went into effect on June 1st. Ameren is not the only utility raising their rates either. In fact, of the 43 rural electric cooperatives in Missouri, over 70% of them have had a rate increase in the last 2 years, in addition to all 3 of the larger investor-owned utilities, Ameren, Evergy, and Liberty. Reason number 2 for these increases is Trump's tax bill, which is also estimated to hit Missouri the worst out of all 50 states, according to Fox 2 Now. This is also being exacerbated by rising inflation. The third factor in this is a recently passed piece of Missouri legislation called Senate Bill 4. This bill, which went into effect August 13th, allows utility companies to charge customers for new energy before it is built, based off of estimated costs instead of real receipts, allows them to set rates based off of future estimated costs instead of current or past ones, and incentivizes the building of more fossil fuel plants whose price volatility is also contributing to rising costs. The final main factor at play here is that Missouri is largely powered by fossil fuels, due largely to outdated attitudes held by Associated Electric, which is Missouri's main electricity supplier. Instead of putting their efforts into building new renewable energy sources like wind and solar, they're instead stretching out the lives of coal plants far past their expiration dates, causing inefficient and incredibly dirty energy generation and vastly inflating energy costs for Missouri citizens. Want to know how to help? Call your representatives. They need to hear from you how utility bill prices are affecting real people with real lives. If you're in need of bill assistance, we've linked some resources in our bio for you to check out.
Welcome back again to this channel. Keep on subscribing, keep on liking, and keep on sharing this video. I give credit to all the original creators, original owners of the videos we made use on this video. It's solely for analysis and educational purposes. So, Kansas City, Kansas voters, MAGA voters living in those cities are still not finding it funny. They are really bent on, if they have the opportunity of telling Trump to step down right now, they are out to do it. Because right now, the whole thing is choking. The whole thing is really disturbing them. Electricity is very high. You've listened to the reason why electricity is somehow high in that city. It's not that it's not high in other cities, but that of Kansas is so high that a lot of them are complaining. A lot of them are like, they cannot even foot the bills of what they eat, talk more of electricity.
Hey, what's up, America? Natural gas is at a record high cost. And so what does that mean for you? Well, at this rate, if these natural gas prices continue to stay as high as they are, this means that your energy bills during the fall and winter time will be record prices as well. So you guys remember last year when utility companies raised your prices and you were paying more than double for electricity, getting financially fucked from every fucking side just for their profits? Well, the way it looks right now, you're going to be experiencing that once again with electricity bills higher than you've ever seen in your life. You see, that's because most American power plants are fueled by natural gas at this point. Not coal, not solar, not wind, natural gas, liquefied natural gas. And if those prices go up, then you will pay more money for electricity. And what we're seeing is record high prices for natural gas. Right now, though, it's the middle of summer, so you're not using your heat, so you're not seeing those prices really explode yet. But as soon as it starts getting cold, you're going to be fucked financially. And as long as these natural gas prices stay record high, you are going to be paying record high utility bills coming up in fall and winter.
Lawmakers give those projects tax breaks, then property tax relief for residents can be delayed or disappear altogether. And a lot of the jobs are temporary, ending once construction is done. Meanwhile, Illinois households paid about 15% more in 2025 compared to 2024. Nationwide, the increase was only about 6.4% over the same time period. Now, data centers are not the only reason for that, but they are adding a lot of pressure to a grid that's already under strain. And that's why the debate is starting to change. Even Governor Pritzker called for a 2-year pause on new state tax credits for data centers over concerns about energy costs and affordability. Illinois still looks attractive to the developers because we generate more nuclear energy than any other state. We also have a cool climate and natural water sources that reduce overheating concerns. Data centers are not the villain, but if Illinois continues to give them special treatment without accountability, residents could end up paying the price.
Hey, MAGA voters, how markets? Like, nobody actually told you guys that this is how it's going to be. If anybody has told these people that, see, the suffering is going to be on another level, these people will not believe. All of them are now coming out to analyze the reason why there is high cost of living, the electricity is so high. Because what I'm wondering is, if you don't even have money to eat, is it to have money to buy electricity will be there? Maybe a lot of people, a lot of them, their kind of job is you must have an electricity, you must have light to power it and do one or two things. Then a situation whereby you don't have it, I guess it will be a very big problem, honestly. And just look at the way they are all screaming. They're not really finding it funny. It's not funny at all from their own end. I feel for them, honestly. But at this point, they are reaping the fruits of their labor. They are reaping from what they sow. That is what is happening right away. Anyway, guys, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share your comments in the comment section, and see you all in my next video. Till then, bye.